And we begin at 5 o'clock with breaking news tonight.
2 IMPD officers are in the hospital right now after a shooting that went down this afternoon. The person who accused of shooting them surrendered to police and now is also hospitalized. So let's get you up to speed. This all happened about 2.5 hours ago west of downtown, not far from Speedway, south of Speedway, at West Vermont and North Fleming Streets. And at this hour, we have comprehensive live team coverage for you.
Ashton Hackman is at Eskenazi Hospital where the officers are being treated right now, but we want to begin with Alex Almanza. He's live near the scene of the shooting. What happened, Alex?
Well, we've gotten a little closer to the scene. This is West Vermont and North Vine Street, and right now officers are just working to process the scene. And I want to show you just how much of a police presence there is. Like you said, IMPD says 2 officers were injured and a suspect is in custody, and both officers and the suspect are in the hospital. We know the officers are expected to be okay. Now, according to IMPD, this just happened before 2:30 on West Vermont Street and North Fleming. And IMPD, along with SWAT officers, were serving a narcotics warrant in the 300 block of North Fleming Street. Now, this is near Rockville Road and South Lynhurst Drive. Now, as officers were approaching the house, police said someone started firing shots at them, and police said 2 officers were then hit by gunfire. And after the officers were shot, police said that active shots continued to be fired for several minutes. Police said the suspect then went back into the home and continued firing shots. And it wasn't until 3:15, around just after then, that's when the suspect surrendered. We also talked with IMPD, who says that negotiators said the suspect came out of the home. Like I said, he surrendered, and everyone, it seems like, is pretty much taking care of the scene right now. We can kind of see that officers are still kind of processing, but the biggest thing here is officers say there's no threat to the public safety right now, but anyone with information is asked to call IMPD. This is going to be an area that's going to be closed off for quite some time. I know a lot of folks are coming back from work, and so if you do live around here, IMPD says that just work with them and they will try to escort you back to your home. So that's kind of what we're seeing right now, just a large police presence kind of processing this scene. And like I said, those 2 IMPD officers are going to be okay. They are at the hospital. The suspect is also at a nearby hospital suffering from gunshot wounds as well. So we're going to continue to monitor the situation. We're also going to talk to some neighbors who also heard some of what happened. A lot of folks are saying that they heard hundreds of rounds of gunshots being exchanged, and it was just really scary for them. So we're going to send it to Ashton Hackman, who's going to have a little bit more information from Eskenazi, where they're going to have some more information. So I'm going to send it back to you in the studio.
All right, Alex, thank you. Yeah, that must have been so frightening for the people who were hearing those hundreds of shots, and it must have felt like it went on forever, 45 minutes really, by the time the negotiator got there and worked to try and coax that suspect out of the home.
And that's why they did issue a shelter-in-place order today for people that were near that scene for an abundance of caution for their safety, and that has now been rescinded. So for the people that were there, it was scary, and for the people that are coming home from work now, they're like, what happened? So as he mentioned there, the officers that were injured were rushed to the hospital. They are at Eskenazi Hospital at this hour.
And that's where they've been for the last couple of hours now. Ashton Hackman does join us live from the hospital. Ashton, it was a relief to hear that apparently they're going to be okay.
It certainly is when you think we were just in this same situation 2 to 3 weeks ago when 2 other officers were also shot. This is the normal spot where those police officers who are injured in the line of duty are taken at Eskenazi. This is about a 10-minute drive from that scene that Alex just showed you. And as we mentioned, thankfully, both of those officers are expected to be okay. Now, we are awaiting an update from not only the officials here at Eskenazi Hospital, but also from IMPD Chief Tanya Terry, who unfortunately has had to do this several times since she took over as chief of IMPD earlier this year. We are awaiting that press conference. We're told it's about 30 to 45 minutes from now. Of course, when we hear it, we'll get you the very latest information. Dustin, Anne-Marie.
All right, thanks so much. Reporting from Eskenazi Hospital, and certainly we're hoping that we hear news of a discharge soon.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. All right, stay close. We'll come back to you, Ashton. Thank you. We're going to continue, of course, following this breaking story throughout the newscast and throughout the night.
And you can find all of our comprehensive coverage on our website right now at WTHR.com.